What is exact situation as fact itself? Japan Tessa Violet, they did all that crime for themselves. And they says you are the bad guy. What is reason?
Me is just their excuses, criminals framed to others, for labeling. They need another guy for frame their own crime, of coursely. That is what criminals is, then what can expecting, in logical thinking.
Why people they talking you are the bad guy?
It easy to know, because me is victims. That is the reason. Feel like me is just jotpopseki for them, because victim is not their concern. No one speak for victims, of coursely. No one speak for dead people. No one speak for dead children. But they speak for criminals who have money and powers. Very realistic.
Yes, so there is very realistic issue is there. Because of the victims is feel like people never care about. What they care about is there is money or not.
Yeah, that sheep are just anyone can know it. Leftist fucking scumbags they pretending, and feel like they care about politics and world crisis like fucking experts. Feel like they have political stance and acting like gives a shit. Because if they acting like that, then they feel they are some living worthful life and faking themselves into something.
That is what just about pride that they want to have when they don't have it. Then, Democrats Japanese provide to them properly lying fake political stance. That is what their life is depending on it. Fake pride that only they can have for cover up their miserable life.
Yeah, but itself is also about joke and mocking. Why those Satanists want you to make you get serious about gay faggots. That is already joke and mocking purpose. Because people talking and discussion about gay rights and how faggot is proud like they discussion fucking humanity extinct problem. They fooled like that.
But people can't see that joke and mocking on them, while they acting idiot and fool but never notice it, and Japanese laughing at them behind while they do that clown.
Yeah, it always same. People can't know that joke and mocking is toward to themselves. Feel like Thomas Matthew Crooks is highly trained professional assassin that we scare shit and pooping on pants. When it was just douchebags who just get shotted and murdered for Japanese joke and used on purpose of life-threatening Trump for intimidate. But people trying to get serious about that false scenario and story.
And even in Ohio, where the chemical leaking bioweapon attacks was there, Japan did mocking victims, and people keep talking Otani wins and obeying.
That is why leftists should fucking die. They killed all those people and children for joke and nothing. And supporting and counting on global children's sex trafficking crime, and they are even victims of their own crime for themselves. Nothing more than Shipai Pyeongshins like this. They laughing like idiot and injecting bioweapons to themselves and yelling leftist wins. Insane fucking psychopath, people brainwashed. They never know what is real or not, maybe until they die, in their rest of life. And while they staring air and until very last moment of their consciousness gone to void. They will never know what is real, or not, like fucking idiot.
That seems death is even better for them. Living like that is worse than death itself.
Actually, leftists should fucking die. There is no way. Only way is they should kill Japanese for take responsibility about what they done to dead people and dead children. And should kill themselves for begging forgiveness to those victims. Of coursely including me, but it is I'm not talking about you should begging forgiveness to only me. Including me. Me is just one of thousands of millions of victims of your crime, but should think about dead people and dead children, focus basis on, and after that including me. Not trying to feel like if you can earn forgiveness to me, then that is everything is okay? No. What about dead people and dead children? Why never focus on those victims? Nothing is about me. But what about fucking dead people and dead children you killed? Me is abused. But fact focus where is priority is focus about victims dead. They died for nothing when you leftist mocking and laughing their death. And when children screaming and suffering, when they desperate about help. People cruelly mocked their death. Leftist, you should kill yourself. There is no way. Kill Japanese as much you can with using weapons. And after that, Kill yourself. Death is too good for you. That is even mercy and compassion that you don't deserve. It is not me is who give you forgiveness. No. Stop that fucking whatever is about me. It is matter of your own self. What about you?
Maybe some of will they denying reality and trying to never admit their crime and trying to slightly just cover up. It is up to their own conscience. Something about yourself. There is you and yourself. How you accept this. About your trouble that you facing. World is evil, but what about you?
Yes, that is the focus. There is world, evil world, and there is you. Then what about you? Are you just be evil and agree with whatever shit? Because it is not. Of coursely evil have power and money and shitting around way of they want to. And control whatever news and politics and diplomatics and trend way of they want to. But what about you in this situation? It is up to yourself how you will accept this reality to yourself. At least for myself, as my personal opinions, as myself individual. I don't agree with those ugly, creepy, disgusting children, rape, baby-eating vaccine bioweapons, and global agenda depopulation and Satanism they believe. Maybe those are, but not me. I didn't live my life like that shit and my mom didn't tell me that shit. I don't. What I know is, what from my own parents and what from my own friends, what I learned from them, was kindness and common sense, and not kill others for my own profit, and not rape children, and not eat baby. Who taught that to me? So you Otani fans, a fucking Japanese foreigner who stranger Asian fuckers told you like that. And that is what you learned about your life? But how? Your own parents or your own friends told you. Did they said like that to you? Because it is not. Then believe that shit. Not Japanese provide to you about those belief. Feel like murder, rape, boy stabbing, baby eating, wild hot sex party, and never talk about vaccine danger. Why fucking some fucking Japanese Asian who foreigner who never know they telling you to what you to do or believe for? It does not make sense at all. Criminals told you like that?
So feel like that is something Sipar they confusing themselves. Because criminals told them to like that. What a Byungshin.
So that is what Bill Gates want you to need to know about COVID vaccine. Here is why it matters. And Trump says Japan's Nippon Steel will now invest in US steel, not take it over, like. Criminals says criminals' opinions and fuckers think they confusing themselves. So cheap leftists they confusing themselves because they don't know how should they believe. No, it is never confusing. If you can't know what you should believe, then check about common sense. Did your parents or did your friends told you like that? Check about it. Easy to know. Why never know? Who think fucking boy stabbing is sexual pleasure and makes you horny? Check about and talk and discussion about this with people around you, with your fucking self, and check about what was wrong. What was wrong? You didn't knew or confused? People died and children raped and baby killed. Why you fucking horny and celebrate something? For what? Why that is your party and why never know what is wrong or not? Something is very wrong.
People obviously they forced about crime as sexual stimulation. Feel like you should feel horny. And Japan Tessa Violet intended it like fake trend. They did that mind control operation. Oh, my pussy is horny. Oh, when children murdered, boy is arrested. Oh, make ties. Oh, it is hot. It's so much hot. Oh. Then, people did agree and confusing themselves, like fucking psychopath.
Just like they confusing their own gender. Now they confusing about their sexual stimulation into violence or whatever. If Japanese give to them money, then now they get horny. That is all. Of course it is. There is obviously global children sex trafficking, huge big businesses there. Now they feel horny suddenly. So people says they confusing about what is in your between legs is dick or pussy. They confusing about this. Why not? They can't know. So much difficult to know what that is. Is that dick or pussy? Just like that. They confusing about boy stabbing, arresting, make ties, and pregnant teenager dies. They confusing it is crime or porn. That is what leftist is, something fucking degenerated.
In conclusion, if you want no truth, and what is common sense, then truth is you must seek that in your own parents and your own friend. Ask to them what is right or wrong, not trying to seek truth in Japanese foreigner.